You are listening to The Most Complete Aristotle Collection, written by Aristotle, translated by Stanley J. Hansen, and narrated by Jude Wellington.
Introduction. Welcome, and thank you for choosing The Most Complete Aristotle Collection. This book brings together some of the greatest works by one of history's most important thinkers, Aristotle. His writings have shaped how we understand philosophy, science, politics, and art for over 2,000 years. Aristotle lived in ancient Greece and was a student of Plato. He was deeply curious about the world and asked big questions about life, knowledge, ethics, government, and the universe. His ideas have influenced generations of thinkers, from the ancient world to modern times. This collection presents his major works in simple, modern English, making them easier to read, understand, and enjoy. Whether you're new to philosophy or have studied it before, this book is made for anyone who wants to explore Aristotle's powerful ideas in a clear and approachable way. Inside, you'll find some of his most famous writings, including Nicomachean Ethics, where Aristotle explores the meaning of happiness and the best way to live a good life; Poetics, which looks at different forms of government and what makes a society just and stable; Metaphysics, a deep investigation into reality, existence, and what it means for something to be; Poetics, where Aristotle discusses storytelling, poetry, and what makes a tragedy powerful; Rhetoric, a guide to the art of persuasive speaking and writing; and many other fascinating works, including his thoughts on dreams, the senses, the heavens, and the nature of life itself. Each text in this book has been carefully translated into plain English without losing the depth of Aristotle's original ideas. Our goal is to make his wisdom as accessible and meaningful today as it was in ancient times. So whether you're listening while walking, driving, or relaxing at home, we hope this collection helps you think deeply, ask new questions, and discover the timeless insights of Aristotle. Let's begin.
Nicomachean Ethics, Book 1. Chapter 1. Every kind of skill, learning, action, or pursuit seems to aim at some kind of good. That's why people say the good is what everything aims for. However, there's a difference between the ends of these activities. Some ends are just the activity itself, like playing music, while others are products that result from the activity, like building a ship. When there is a separate product, it is usually considered better than the activity that produced it. Since there are many different actions and skills, there are many different goals too. For example, the goal of medicine is health. The goal of shipbuilding is a ship. The goal of military strategy is victory. And the goal of managing money is wealth. But sometimes smaller skills are part of a larger skill. For example, making horse bridles is part of the skill of riding, and riding is part of military strategy. In these cases, the goal of the higher or more general skill is more important than the goal of the lower or more specific one, because the smaller skills are practiced for the sake of the larger purpose. It doesn't matter if the goal is the activity itself or something that comes from it, the higher goal still takes priority.
Chapter 2. If there is a final goal in life, something we want just for itself and not for the sake of anything else, and if we don't endlessly seek everything for something beyond it, because that would make our desires endless and pointless, then that final goal must be the highest good. Wouldn't knowing what that is help us live better? Like archers who shoot more accurately when they know the target, we'd be more likely to live well if we understood what to aim for. So,
Sample complete. Ready to continue?